Part 2, fuming a little bit, alongside the gun club. 500,000 rounds already this morning. Hey, guess what, motherfuckers? We would have already moved out of here. That's why we left a lot of stuff in the garage, so don't worry about it. We'll figure it out with the Lord. Need some asparagus now. You know what? No, it ain't chicken butts this morning. It's called hypocrisy. Yep, a little bit of butter there. Some garlic. Yeah. We're gonna have a little chit-chat over some asparagus, okay? Just most people would say, well, usually have a chit-chat over... That was garlic. Over some tea or something. No. Because I get sick of seeing people that shouldn't be getting busted up with the bust stuff. Okay? I am sick and tired of this. Do you know, I told a short story. I got a question on Cure. It said something like, what was one of the most memorable experiences with your sister? I'm in like I don't know what groups I'm in. It's just random questions. It ain't nothing. I didn't say nothing dirty. There was nothing dirty in it. I have someone that goes around on my stuff sometimes and turns me in for sexual exploitation and something else. The story was about, I'm sure we had other things that were memorable. We weren't really allowed to have a relationship, okay? Let's just get it that way. My family's sick as fuck. The perverts had to cover their shit. You know what I mean? Just plain simple. No, all I did was discuss how she was excited. She got the best tickets in the house. So we're going to go see Hair, an old redo of a 1960s film. We knew a little bit about it. It was about freedom. She knew I was all tied up and fucked up. I mean, she had to know it was from Mom, right? I don't know. I think I was living down in Toledo briefly. The only line in the writing, because it's not even that, it's just assholes out getting people. It doesn't have to be that you're even doing anything. It's twisting people's words and people can't even have fun. I tell you, it's really tough for me. No, it really is. My whole inclination of my whole life, the way that I am made, even though I have the one part of my personality, but that I was drawn towards communications, radio, journalism, language arts, all that, expression, performing, music. And they're just taking it all away from us. I don't know. A lot of us tried, I think. I don't know. And I got those one people that try to help me. Oh, well, if God didn't want this, it wouldn't happen. I don't know. I guess if that makes us feel better. That doesn't make me feel better. No. What that makes me want to do is go cry with Jesus. Made me get a little mad. I was put on a terrorist list by rapists as early as 2000 to 2002. Child predators. My whole life. Fucked. Let me tell you something. That's the only thing I do believe in. Is I have to come back around in the circle with the Lord and say, He's got this in the end. As much as it sucks, and as much as when we work hard to get somewhere and it just keeps getting ripped from us and we don't know why. And sometimes it is God's rerouting stuff, you know, but outside of that, Psalm 149 is really helpful here because it says the Lord takes pleasure in His people. And it discusses, I didn't post that one because I don't know. It was a psalm and I did it in the pantry and it was supposed to be fun. To execute upon them the judgment written, this honor, have all His saints praise you. The Lord. I don't know if that means us. No. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people. Let the high praise, I'm reading it like up from verse 8 up. Okay. Anyways, it's a good one. I think King James is the best, or the closest. It might be better in the Torah, one of those. You know. I love asparagus. I could eat asparagus every day. Well, that's ridiculous. I would get sick of asparagus, but if that's all there was, I can make it work. And I think the best thing I found out about it, we're skipping to asparagus because, okay, let me go back though. We're going to go back. So I'm discussing, I thought it was a really cute writing about technically two sisters excited. She's excited about my theater, like that I found something that I love and that it looked like there was some potential in some area of it, be it's backstage, whatever, writing. She knew that it was there in me, you know. She saw it. She was supportive of it. She was the only one in my family, technically. To that degree, like where she knew I had to go somewhere else. I couldn't be stuck in this poop town and get somewhere, you know. I mean, we know that it's going to get crazy because it's the play hair, right? What I'm saying is someone knocked this writing down. I didn't even get explicit. That the joke of the story was we were right on the stage, and when they did the grand finale and they came up and lined up and they ripped their clothes off, it looked like they were fully naked. And I wrote, I didn't even know if I put that. I said it ended up being that they were in a nude leotard. And they were, but then her and I are both like looking like this to see like, are these people really naked? Like, this is a theater. Like, what? And they had even put like fake hair in the armpits. Like, it's the freedom that was like the free love. We were okay with the play. I don't think we were like really wild about it, but it was still an experience. You know what I mean? And I didn't go into any of the details of any parts of the play. And they've been going around again, knocking my stuff on cure. If I keep getting that I'm sexually exploitating or whatever, that's kind of a problem. But what that actually means is it's the pervert, the predator people after me still. 50 years. 50 years. I don't know. It's like every week that a new week, a new day, I'm like, there's got to be a turn. There's got to be a turn. Like, did someone actually poo-poo on Pelosi's desk? What are we talking about now? Yeah, somebody did this display. They even were able to get it done through the Democratic Party, like as if to warn like how horrible Trump is. Did someone really poop on her desk? Like, I don't believe that. They're making it to where we can't believe nothing. So if we can't believe nothing, how can we trust each other? It's so sad. Like, my sex life is fucked up because of this one couple. We had met him at the grill, and they said this one night, and it stuck. And it's been over a year or more ago, but it started to bother me. And it was like, how are they surveilling people? Like, how deep is this? This guy worked in surveillance. Did I discuss this? I don't know. I might have not posted that video because God forbid it'll get knocked down. If some pervert's watching, he was an engineer. He works in some kind of security surveillance work. And just a fellow drunk. We didn't really hang out with him. It got weird once, and then he was weird with us after that. He must have got really lit. We went in there to play pool. We were sober. And, well, I mean, when we got, you know what I'm saying. It's walking distance. This place was walking distance. And that was like the first time meeting him. And he must have been really lit. And I don't know what he did, but he wouldn't stop hugging me and John. He kept, like, bringing us in. He was, like, a really tall guy. Not like the ones I think are angels, like the security guy probably from Detroit. But he just kept hugging it. And it was definitely starting to get weird. He kept, like, wanting to come in and hug us. We didn't know him. Finally, we're like, okay, we need to just slow down on the hug. Well, he must have embarrassed himself, or somebody on the chain gang of rumors and shit did their thing to get us shunned some more. This one night he goes, farmer hog-tied 2 trespassers to ATV. Yeah, that's like, I mean, I'm telling you what, we don't even know the half of it. It's like the craziest stuff's going on that I never thought would get. I thought I would have already been out somewhere. Maybe have like a record. Something would have been just kind of generating enough money for me to be out somewhere. And then maybe go see some people in a small town somewhere once a week or something. He pretty much was like, oh yeah, everyone's watching. Everyone, you might as well, if you can't beat them, join them. I'm like, so people can be watched without their consent in their homes. And he's like, yeah, if you have a route, even if you don't have a Wi-Fi, shit fucking fucked me up. I don't know. And you know how they pulled all this off? 9/11. And it was planned. And there was a movie put out about it, but it might have not tried to state that it was true. And I just want to say this to the FBI and CIA. I do not have those files or those videotapes no more. Those have been lost into the wind between you guys hammering me and stalking us and us being homeless and flying the coop because you keep trying to make predators, force my son to see predators back when in the courts, and he didn't want to see them. I'm telling you what, I don't have those files. And the guy in California, my buddy, he was way older than me, at least had a good 20 or more years on me. That was like a third, fourth party transfer. I thought I was helping fellow citizens. I tried to be selective who I gave the information to. And that was like back in 2004 or 5. No, 5. Then I had those DVDs and them. They weren't even DVDs. Yeah, I'm trying to make roast too. We're just hanging out real quick. I don't know, guys. We can't give up, but don't give up. Don't give up. Can't. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. I didn't care for Winston Churchill, but that's what he says. That's what he said. He's a warmonger. I'm not fond of any of them. It's funny, isn't it? I'm nowhere near a warmonger. I can't even barely put a bird down. If I have to put a bird down, and that's saying too much. See, at that point, like that could put me in danger. But I mean, it wouldn't be that way with an evil intruder. A bird is an innocence of innocence. Did I leave the galaxy? Sometimes I have to. Sometimes I have to. Because injustices. They can really get me. I mean, it's I think that's the only thing that probably keeps me alive, is the flames inside of me of Jesus, for my passion against injustices, my passion for the disgust of injustices. So I'm an anti-war, and but yet I'm on a terrorist list. Predator rapists can get in false reports on me, but I couldn't even. I was crying trying to get a young robin. Was the only bird that got caught in the chicken when we had the chickens, the protection for the chickens, because there is hawks and stuff. And we were reluctant with the net because we would then have to navigate, wildlife. There's only one robin, and I had to cut him out of it twice, and then he didn't do it again. And he would then come and check me out, But he bit me. He was bite. Jesus, he got himself, and I'm like, he's not gonna make it out of this. How's he gonna, he was all like, I don't know how I got him out in time, and he was just little, and he was strong and fighting around, and biting me. And but I'm on a terrorist list. And then the thugs get to put in false reports on me because that's what's initially wrote by the predators. That's the world we're living in. I gotta go. Okay, so this is the part that's never fun, is that's why God is letting a lot of this happen, is because and it's the just fall right next to the just, the unjust, And God lets it rain or punishment upon the unjust. Unfortunately, it comes upon the just too. And that it's just horrible. It's horrible. And once they get people on these lists, like way back when, and no, it's not like I got a memo, hey, we put you're on this list. No, but to see the people running everything, no, and then that's spread through the county or whatever, wherever you are. It's so sad. It's so sad. And but what is this again? Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. So and when you have days where you just don't feel like you have the courage anymore, that's the best time to cling to God and let Him just kind of carry you through and regroup, and then He'll keep you going, So that's all I got. Love you guys. The asparagus was great. Thanks, asparagus farmers. If it wasn't for you, asparagus farmers, I wouldn't be able to eat my asparagus. Thanks.